Hi and welcome to Everyday Vlogging with Rich Pasini. Today is January 24th, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and come back for more. Today, folks, I have a lot of news to go over with you guys, so I hope you could stick around. That's coming up. Okay, before we get started, folks, I just wanted to tell you guys who do follow me. You know I use Cortana, the virtual assistant. It comes with Windows 10. And over here I get this, I get news alerts from different companies, and this is from How to Geek. And they, going to this article here, came out today, the 24th, January 24th. Says I use Cortana smart speaker all weekend. Here's why it failed. Now I didn't know they have this here, that this came out with a smart speaker. I don't know. This must be something that's been on the market for a while, and I wasn't aware of it. But anyway, I use Cortana built into my computer on my desktop here, and I really never had any problem with it. But it goes on to say here really briefly, I don't want to get too much into it, but I do want to check out Cortana, the weather, in a little bit, but we'll do that after we read this here. It says, I spent days using Cortana instead of Alexa or Google Assistant, and the experience left me feeling as rough around the edges as Cortana does. Unfortunately, Microsoft has fallen so far behind that the only reasonable solution is to give up. So when you click this hyperlink on, it takes you to another window, and it says, why doesn't Microsoft just give up on Cortana? Now, look, from what I was told, using Cortana, I remember hearing other people talk about it. It learns as you go along. So the more you keep using it, the way I understand it, I could be wrong, and the information I got from another person could be wrong too. But that's the way I understand. It'll understand it. It'll pick up on your algorithm. It'll, if you go to certain sites, it'll remember the sites you went to, and so on and so forth. It's a learning. It's an artificial intelligence. It's a virtual assistant. So it's gonna, it's gonna learn your ways, the sites you visit, and the things you search for, and so on and so forth. Now I'm gonna I'm gonna have to mute my mic, and I'm gonna ask Cortana. Now if you look at the bottom of my screen over here, I got a little microphone here, and of course you need to have a mic enabled. It's gonna be mic enabled, of course, so you could talk to it. And all right, now you might say, well, you're only using it for basic things, so of course it's going to work for you. But I just want to show you it does work. It's some people may not use it in a proper way where it's not giving them the full effect that they're looking for. But for me, for all intents and purposes, it works. So I'm going to show you how it works for me. And I'm just going to ask Cortana, I'm going to ask it, I think, 3 things. I'll ask it my name, the weather, and I'm just going to say goodbye, whatever. I'm just going to, because I want to keep this thing brief. If you look up here, look at all the windows I got open up here. So I really want to get through with this here. But here's how it works. All right, I'm going to mute my mic, and I'm going to ask Cortana something. First, before I mute it, I want you to hear what I'm saying. So let's click on the mic. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on here. Bear with me. I clicked it too many times, folks. That's the problem. All right. Let me do it again. I clicked my mouse is so sensitive. I clicked it twice. Okay. And my computer's got, I don't know if it's because I have a lot of windows open up, but let's see here. Come on now. Come on, Cortana. Wake up. Okay. Let's see here.
All right, then.
Oh, didn't even get a chance to answer. Hold on. Try again. Cortana, what's the weather going to be like in New York today?
The forecast in New York shows rain showers with a high of 54 and a low of 29. Right now, it's lightly raining and 54.
Thank you, Cortana.
Anytime.
Cortana, what's my name?
You are Richard J. Pasini.
That's correct.
Cool.
Let's see, what else can I ask it? Goodbye for now.
Take it easy.
Okay, those are the basic things you can use with Cortana. Okay, now as time goes on, you gotta input that information. Like I had to put my name in there so it knows my name and stuff like that. But as time goes on, you got to keep using it. You got to get the feel of it. Everybody's going to have different reactions to different things. When a new thing comes out, yes, you may have bugs in there, little bugs and, little imperfections that's not going to, work to your liking. But you got to play around with it. You just got to give it time. I'm sure Microsoft is not going to I don't think Microsoft is going to give up on Cortana. I like it. I use it a lot. Well, pretty much on a daily basis, but basically for Windows or, like for the weather. If I want to do a quick search, it's really good for that. If you don't feel like typing it in, one more time, let's do another example. I'm going to say, take it to my website. Okay, I'm going to type my website in there. All right, you could type it in, you could tell it. Let's see. Cortana, take me to rjpasini.com. It'll probably bring a menu up. Okay, it's going to probably bring. This jumps with Bing, but as you can see here, it gives you an array here. Now, if I typed in Cortana, go to rjpasini.com, you can see it's got it over here. It comes up with the first thing here. So if you don't want to type it in, basically, if you don't want to type it in, you could just use Cortana. It's kind of like the lazy man's way of doing it, but why not? To me, folks, I like it. It works, all right? But anyway, enough with that. Enough with Cortana. I just want to share that story with you really quick. And as far as regards to the store, if you want to read it, let me give you the URL. It's www.howtogeek1word.com, and you can read it. You can read all about Cortana or why Microsoft should give up on it, basically. I'm not going to feed into this because I like Cortana. I have no problem with it right now. For me, I have no problem with that. I use it on my desktop. So if you guys want to read up on that story, check it out. Let's close the window. Let's see the next one we got. And that's not the one I'll go to yet. I'm going to talk a little about different things, folks. So I'm going to share different things. Here's one over here I got from MSN News, right? www.msn.com. And I know it's probably not business related, but I want to share it with you. It says Doomsday Clock has a world at 2 minutes from Armageddon. This was published 53 minutes ago. I just want to share it with you. Like I said, this YouTube channel is going to be discussing different things from around the world to local events to things that are becoming or whatever. It's just going to be a YouTube channel about anything, everything. So I hope you guys don't mind. But anyway, let's go back. Let's read a little into this here. I gave you URL already. And it says, humanity is just 2 minutes from Armageddon, unchanged. Last year's unveiling of the Doomsday Clock and remaining the closest it has inched to a symbolic doom since 1953 in the height of the Cold War. That was a bleak outlook from the Bulletin on Atomic Scientists, a nonprofit organization that oversees the clock, a symbolic timepiece that represents humanity's perceived proximity to a human-caused apocalypse. Now, I'm not going to read the rest of this here, folks. If you want, you could check it out yourself. I'm just throwing it out there. Like I said, again, this channel is going to have fresh, different content in there. So if you don't want to read the stories, you could just move on to the next chapter, you know what I'm saying? Basically. We don't want to get that yet. Let's see here. Here's one. Now it's going to get a little, this is going to go back and forth, folks, because I do have a lot of windows opened up here. So I'm going to try to expand on each one. I'm going to try to keep this thing as close, as short as possible. This one here is a burglar who broke into the next door's neighbor's house, was caught when his victim spotted his stolen belongings on eBay and won an auction to buy them. After placing a successful bid for his own watch and leather jacket, the victim arranged to meet the thief in a Chester collective to collect them. But instead of meeting his buyer, the burglar found the police waiting for him. And then it goes on to say the person who did it, and so on and so forth. I just want to share. I thought it was pretty interesting. I mean, it's kind of crazy, who would expect your neighbor to break into your house, right? No, that's what happened, though. Anyway, you could check that story out. Let me give you the URL. It's www.bbc.com. If I'm talking fast and I'm moving fast, folks, it's because I want to get these things out of the way as quick as possible. Okay, let's see what we got over here. I'm trying to get to the ones where I can get all the other information out that's coming. That's this, I think, is going to be a lot of them are going to be from that auction by e-commerce bites. Let's see here. What's this one here? I'm sorry, folks, if I bounce around a lot. Okay, and I get that one. All right, here's another one. We're just going to go through them as one by one. This one here I picked up from learn.g2crowd.com. Anyway, it's 9 online auction sites to rival eBay. This came out January 23rd, 2019. And it goes like this. These days, nearly everything can be done online, from accounting to HR. These days, anyone with an internet connection can work for a company halfway across the world. So true it is. Okay, with the advent of auction software, anyone who wants to fill out their personal collection of rare items. Simply find antiques and other unique items for a bargain. Can find nearly anything their heart desires online. Okay, that's true. This one here, as we all know, for those who don't know, eBay was called at one time, well, it was branded as, it says over here, eBay was initially branded as Auction Web. I remember when that came out, I went to that site. I don't know, let's see if it's still active. I want to see what they have there. I'm sorry. It's an active hyperlink. I want to see what it's all about. It's probably going to tell a story about it. Okay. All right. This talks about, whoever people don't know him, this is Pierre Omidyar. He's the one who was a co-founder, who started it. And it goes on to say here, Auction Web is born after spending Labor Day weekend at home writing code on his personal computer. eBay founder Pierre Omidyar launches Auction Web, a site dedicated to bringing together buyers and sellers in an honest and open marketplace. Okay. Now, this guy, I believe, his first sale was this man here. This is a Canadian Mark Fraser. Fraser purchased the first item on eBay from, eBay founder Pierre Omidyar listed on a site in 1995. A broken laser pointer. That was the very first thing he sold. Now this thing here is 2 minutes long here. I don't know if we should play it or not. What do you think, guys? All right, let's check it out. I'm gonna have to mute my mic though. Let's see what this guy has to say.
Hi Pierre, hi Devin. My name is Mark Fraser and I've got a story for you. Back in about 1995, I was on the road doing quite a lot of presentations, and I'd seen a couple of laser pointers, and I thought, boy, I want one of those. They cost something over $100, and I couldn't afford one. My boss certainly wasn't going to go for it, but I'm an electronics geek, so I thought I'd build one. So I acquired a laser diode from one of our electronic suppliers and went about designing a circuit to make it work. Then I discovered that they put out a conical diverging beam, and this just wasn't going to work. Somebody pointed me at a brand new website, which turned out to be eBay, and I was amazed to discover a broken laser pointer that was listed. And I thought, hey, I can probably make that work. I have to say, that was only the beginning of a long eBay career, which is still going on to this day. I'm still acquiring things. I'm quite proud of my 2,000 plus purchases and my 100% positive feedback on eBay. Last week, eBay's 20th anniversary celebrations were all over the TV news, and again, mention of the broken laser pointer came up. I was a little bit offended when they sort of dissed the buyer of a broken laser pointer, stating people will buy anything. I'm just really, really grateful that eBay is there. It's allowed me to indulge myself in collectibles, but most importantly in hobbies that have been quite a lot of value to me, and that includes the wonderful cappuccino maker that makes us coffee in the morning. I still have the broken laser pointer. Because it doesn't work, it isn't really of any value to me anymore. Perhaps an important piece of eBay history that's going to mean more to eBay than it does to me.
Interesting, right? I didn't know that. I heard the story about it, but I didn't know the gentleman who purchased it. Pretty cool, right? They got some other stuff here too. The Pez dispenser myth. A story circulated that Pierre created an eBay to help his wife collect Pez candy dispensers. Later, it revealed that the story was a fabricated one. Ooh, okay. So it looks like here, if you hit this site here, folks, well, it says over here, let me give you the site, because I'll be honest with you, I didn't know all about this myself. This is a news site I came onto as far as that. I mean, I know of eBay and stuff like that, but as far as this part goes, I'm not going to play all of these here, but I am going to keep this one up there. It's www.ebayinc.com, and you could check out the story here. That's how it started back in 1995. There's Pierre as a young man. Okay. Anyway, let's move right along. Let me just do one thing, folks. I want to save this on my history, because just in case I forget. Let's see here. Clear. Oh, wait a minute. What happened here? Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the wrong one. This is it. Is this the one here? Oh, no. Okay. You could still find it. All right. I'll find it. I know the one I'm looking for. Anyway, let me back out of here. You can read more about that there. And then again, this was the story. Oh yeah, this is the one I wanted to talk about here too. See how we got distracted, folks? Auction Web distracted me. Anyway, let me show you the ones they're talking about. Here's the 9. It says over here, what are the best auction sites for 2019? Now, I didn't know about some of these here, folks, I'll be honest with you. Atomic Mall, Auction Max, okay, Auction Zip, Bonanza, a lot of people heard about Bonanza. eBid, I heard about them, Ubid, webstore.com, Live Auctioneers, and the Sale Room, okay? So it goes on to talk a little about these here top online auction sites. You could read more about this here, folks, because like I said again, it'll be here for quite some time here. So, you know, I'm not going to expand too much on that. Okay, you could see it here, the information they post, right? Web Store Inc. Alternative auction houses, live auction. Yeah, I'm going to look into this myself. I want to just check into some of those there because, like I said, it is nice to have alternative websites too. You know, we could use a little competition. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's bump out of here. Let me just see something over here, folks. Oh, there's one store I want to share, an eBay story too. Let's see this one here. Okay, that's going back there. This one here is a site there. I came onto a YouTube channel. And if you guys want to check it out, I subscribe to it. It's Social Media Examiner. And if you click it on here, I'm not getting anything for it. The person didn't contact me and, you know, asked me to do a segue for it. But I do check it. I did check it out. And I do like the content this gentleman puts out. You guys might want to check it out. And the story goes over here. This is, again, on YouTube, as you can see. It's Goodbye Pinterest, The Journey, Episode 18, Season 2. Check it out if you get the chance. It's a social media. If you can look it up on, you type it in on a YouTube search. Just type in Social Media Examiner. This was published today, January 24, 2019. I was watching part of it. I said I can't watch too much because it's a little long to put on here for you guys. So if you get a chance, check it out. I have had no affiliation with them besides subscribing to them. I don't have any affiliate links with Social Media Examiner. I do love the content they put out, though. I do check it out on occasion. I sign up for their newsletter, and you get very good information from this. Hit their website as well. So if you get a chance, check it out. All right, let's move right along. And you know what? Let's stick with the eBay stuff here, and then we're going to talk about the other stuff here. Let me just see some. Hold on, folks. Like I said, I'm going back and forth over here. All right, these here are going to be all from the same company, I believe. All right, the story I want to share with you guys is, let me go over here for a second here. Promo. Let's just see it. Okay. You remember a while back, for those who stood with me for a while, I talked about a Beauty and the Beast tape that sold for $30,000. Now, I know it sounds crazy. Now, I have I have the paper right in front of me. I made photocopies of it. Well, not a photo. I copied them. You know, I copied the information, and it was the title was it, or the thing there, it says on the title line, sealed. Rare, I'm reading what the copy I made here. Sealed, Rare Beauty and the Beast, 1992 VHS Walt Disney Classic Black Diamond. Now, apparently, when they came out with these VHSs, I guess Disney came out, they had the Black Diamond, then they had the Masterpiece. They have a different couple editions. But the Black Diamond edition, I don't know. I mean, I heard about the story. How I heard about the story, I was listening to eBay Radio, and they were talking about this here. And I said to myself, this sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. Now, this person here, now, if you try to look them up, you are not going to find them on eBay. I had to do how I found them. You know, when you do the advanced search, I typed the user ID in there, and I couldn't find it. So I had to go do a Google search on it. And then when it brought it up, a link gave it to me. You know, I had the link. I hyperlinked right to it. I couldn't see anything else they sold. According to this here, it seems like they're still active, as far as I know. Okay, I don't know. It's in a foreign language. I don't know what this language is. I'm sorry, folks. But anyway, you can see, according to the positives, they only got 16 here. But to verify it, let me see over here now. Let me go right over here. Where is it? Is it this? No, that's not it. Nope, that ain't it. Well, anyway, here's the thing. This here sold for, not this one. I'm just trying to show you something here. There's still some today. This one here, according to this story here, it sold for $30,000. Now you're probably wondering, wait a minute, how can that be possible? Well, if you scroll down here and you look at this person's feedback, now these are people that I believe are buyers, right? Now they leave their positive feedback, so you can see, well, they don't really have much of a history here, to be honest with you. Anyway, so I was scrolling down. Of course, you could see the people that purchased from them. And they also have, in some cases, the prices next to these things, right? So I keep scrolling down and said, I don't know, the story doesn't sound like, it doesn't sound copacetic. So I keep looking. And I keep going down and down and down. and I'm looking, and lo and behold, here it is. Great customer service, thanks. Sealed. That's just what I told you. It gives you the ID number here, whatever. And I tried typing that in, and it does not show it on here. Now, there may be maybe because it's a foreign country, company, whatever, a foreign part of it of eBay. There's probably another way to get around it, or maybe they eventually it's not archived or have to bring that information to you. But anyway, here it is, $30,000. Okay. I thought, it was a lot of fluff, and it was like it was just like a spoof. But now, unless and I like I said again, folks, this is live here. I'm saying this is not no photoshopped or anything like that. I don't want you to get that impression, but apparently this is what it's so for. So anyway, now the reason why I'm showing this here is I'm not telling you guys to go out and buy these things, because this is how I got suckered into it. Well, we didn't get to that one. I wanted to get that one. If you do, I typed in the person's user ID in here, eBay user ID, and this is what it came out with. Apparently, people are still putting them up for ridiculous prices, $15,000. And look, eBay, Etsy, $12,000, eBay, $25,000, eBay, $15,000, eBay, $25,000 with the same person. And when I clicked it on, I clicked one of those on. This is what it came out. It says, and this is extremely rare. The other one said seller sealed rare. This was extremely rare. 1986 Disney class Black Diamond Sleeping Beauty, asking $25,000 for it. So people are still watching. And now let me tell you something. When you see watches, folks, this is what somebody said on one of the blog sites. When you see people watching it, those are not necessarily potential buyers. Now people may say, well, I have to beg to differ with you, because I don't know, that could be actual watches. No, I mean a buyer. Let me tell you something. Out of curiosity, I put people like this on my watch list too, to see if it'll actually sell for that price. So most likely, like somebody said on one of the blog sites, it's most likely it could be your competition. Okay. Now, anyway, this is Sleeping Beauty. All right. But the other one I'm talking about was the Beauty and the Beast, like this one here for $15,000. Okay. 3 views per hour. Okay. Now it doesn't say anything over here as far as like watches. Not that I can see. It just says 3 views per hour. Is this person going to get this much for it? I doubt it. And I'm going to tell you why. For the simple reason is, you look down here, these are all ridiculous prices. I went out, I went to my local thrift store, okay? No exaggeration. I went to my local thrift store, and I picked up 2 of these. I came home, I snapped pictures of them, I put them up on eBay. I had them, I think one I put up for $500, right? And I said, then I'm looking like that, like I'm doing now. I'm saying, what? This one here is sealed. Right, look, you can see, look, it's got the seal on it, right? They're asking $75. Right, this is $2,500, $35.99, $5, whatever, $3.99. I was to myself, am I crazy? You think I would like to know if these people are going to get these prices for this, because I know right now I can go to my local thrift store and buy these. Right, they're not. It's not going to be brand new, but the ones I did sell were like new conditions. Okay, they were in like new condition, believe me. Now look at this one here. All right, this person looks like they got a bid. Black Diamond, same thing, 1992 VHS, 99 cents. So the reason why I'm showing you this, folks, is between. I just want to tell you that story about the one that sold supposedly for $30,000 according to that, and it is on eBay's website. Don't go out and be in a hurry to buy these things and think you're going to make big bucks off of them. Okay, I doubt these are going to sell for this much money. All right, let's see what's going on with this one here. I mean, I don't know how people can put these prices up. All right, now look. Now this one's showing 15 watching. Why do we have some watch and some don't? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's the way the person put it in a title line, whatever, and that's what brought it to their attention. I don't think the person's going to get this yet, to be honest with you. All right, but anyway, that other one, believe it or not, you can see what I showed you. It did sell for $30,000 according to that there. Okay, so this. I'm showing the information I'm showing you is not that's live information. It's not nothing photoshopped or anything like that, folks. So just be careful when you hear stories like that. There, I'm not saying this now. Apparently, this one here, if that's the buyer, said great customer service, thanks. I don't know about you, but I don't have $30,000 to buy a 1992 VHS. I don't care if it is sealed, whatever. I wouldn't do that. But apparently, this person here seems to have made this purchase. I guess they sold it for that price. At least that's why I see it here. Unless this is wrong. But again, if you look up here, it's on eBay site. So it says feedback.ebay.it. So I wonder if that's IT. Yeah, it's probably Italy. Okay, maybe that's Italy. All right. I didn't understand it. I'm sorry. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys. So let's bump out of here. So whatever you do, folks, don't be too much in a hurry to go buying those things, because you may be disappointed. I know it looks nice. You see these prices, you see people watching it, and that's what I thought. I thought, oh, when the last one I seen that time with the one with 30,000, I don't know how many people watching. I said, geez, maybe I can get one and get on the action. Oh, anyway, the long story short with that one there, I ended up selling, I think, for $7.99 on both of them. Yeah, it's all right. So at least I made money because I think I got them half price that time. I think I paid 50 cents for them each or something like that. So I made some profit off it. No big deal. So just be careful with that, okay? All these ridiculous prices, and you can see right now on eBay, you could see there's people out there selling these things too. $5, $20. Okay, so if you look at this guy's selling two of them, right? All right, so just be careful, and they're all black diamond editions, right? So just be careful, folks. Don't get sucked into that there. I'm not saying it's these people like $500 or best offer. Everybody and their aunts and uncles are going to be doing this. Watch, I put this out there. You're going to see people buying them. Hey, if you go out and buy something like this, you go to a local thrift store and you get it for $1 or whatever, and you could flip it for that. A lot of competition. Now, let me tell you. Good luck to you. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best, folks. All right, let's move on here. Here's another story I want to share with you guys. For those who are Harry Potter fans, this was on the two Harry Potter books worth nearly $4,000. I show up on Antiques Roadshow. Do you guys know what the Antique Roadshows are? If you don't know, you can check it out. Just do a Google search on Antique Roadshow, and you'll see the hours, the times it plays. Check that show out. They have people come on there with things that unbelievable the prices, what people get from one thing. I remember one time I was watching some from the Ming Dynasty, and it was like this lady, I think it was a lady that came up with it. I don't know how many pieces she had, especially like a red jade or whatever it was. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was from the Ming Dynasty, something like that. It was on Antique Roadshow. When that appraiser was rattling off the prices on each one of those pieces, I was sitting there, my mouth hung open. I was like, one piece was like $150,000. Another one was for $250,000. This, that, and the other. And he's rambling on all this exuberant amount of money. And it turned out to be, after he tallies it all up, and my memory serves me, it could be a little cloudy with that part because it was a while back. It came out to be $1.5 million worth of all the stuff that she had. I mean, if I could find that clip in that segment on that Antique Roadshow, holy smokes. I was like, again, how many times are you going to find stuff like that, though? You know what I'm saying? It was a rare piece of jade or something like that. I don't know if it was from the Ming Dynasty or whatever. It was something that was really valuable. I mean, the pieces, each one, we're not talking, $5,000 a piece. We're talking, it was hundreds, 150, 200,000, 300, and all I know is it racked up to I think it was $1.5 million. Like, wow. I would have told the guy, let's start the auction. Let's get this thing going, But anyway, excuse me, folks. This one here, it says two Harry Potter books worth nearly $4,000 showed up on Antiques Roadshow. This was done 18 hours ago. First edition Harry Potter books are extremely valuable. Now, if you come across them, that'd be great. I mean, I had a situation with a book too, a Harry Potter book. I was looking for one that was signed and stuff like that. I seen one at the thrift store. I didn't pick it up because I said to myself, it could be a hit or a miss. And I was going to buy it because they said if there was a certain, I don't know which one it was, and they said it could be worth money, but I put it back on the shelf. I didn't see any signatures on it, but if it has signatures from, especially if it's signed by the author, you could probably get a decent buck for it. So it goes on to say here, first edition Harry Potter books are extremely valuable, even more so if the pages contain a handwritten note from J.K. Rowling herself, who's the author. A school teacher who owns early copies of Harry Potter's book 1 and 2 in the series had both of these factors working in her favor when she brought them to the BBC program Antique Roadshow for an appraisal. Together, the two books were $2,000, but this is pounds, of course, $2,000 to $3,000, approximately $2,600 to $3,900, according to expert Justin Croft, who evaluated the books in a recent episode filmed in Aberdeenshire, Scotland. Okay, if you want to read this story, just type in the Harry books, on Antique Roadshow, you'll get it. But anyway, for all intents and purposes, I'll give you the web browser. The URL is www.msn.com. Let's move right along here, folks. I want to try to get this stuff done as possible, quick as possible. Not yet. That I like to keep at the end. eBay changes, 1099, promo. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just trying to get the ones here. Oh, maybe. I guess we can start. What to do? Okay, no, that's the one. No, all right. Let's stick with eBay. Okay, the next ones here. I think these are all going to be from the same, company here. The company is called E-Commerce Bytes. And you can get these, subscribe to these newsletters as well if you want to get alerts on them. You can see the active date here, January 24th, and they'll tell you the latest activist investors, Envicia creates, whatever, I can't say a word, I'm sorry. Whatever, this is the latest stuff over here. But anyway, let me give you the URL. It's www.ecommercebytes.com. This story came out January 21st, 2019. If you notice, I always like to throw the dates in there because I want you guys to know out there that I am not posting anything that's 5 years old, 10 years old. I just want to keep you aware of that there. Anyway, it says eBay bans Amazon drop shipping but fails to notify sellers. Okay. Now, these are people that are probably right into, Ina Steiner. She's the one who's the founder of E-Commerce Bytes. And I love this site because I get a lot of great information from it. It's probably one of my favorites. It says eBay banned the practice of Amazon drop shipping, also known as a form of retail arbitrage, but the company failed to notify the sellers, as we reported today in the E-Commerce Bytes newsflash. There are two forms of retail arbitrage practiced by eBay sellers. One, where the seller acquires inventory from a retailer before listing the, the items for sale. The other is where the seller lists the items for sale and orders it from the retailer, often Amazon or Walmart. Once they receive an order from a customer, eBay, okay, that's why it works like that. Then it says eBay has actively encouraged the former practice of the product sourcing, even sending notes to sellers when retail stores are in the areas are going out of business, such as this. And it's got an open thread here. Sent in 2017 when it advised recipients to act now. Inventory for resale near you. Find a variety of products at closeout prices. eBay even provided a map of sellers that could use to find Kmart stores in their area. If you want to read this here, it has an 18-page thread. You could read about this, see if you want to read, get a little more into it. I don't want to expand too much on it, but if you get a chance, you can check it out. Is it okay for eBay? Is it okay to copy Amazon listings and post them on eBay, and then use Amazon to fulfill them to the eBay buyers? You can read all the rest of this here, folks. I'm just going to, like I said, I'm just going to expand a little on the topics, and I give you the URL. You know the stories you're looking for. Just check it out, okay, guys? Now, next ones I think are going to be from the same company, so I'm not going to constantly repeat it. So you know the URL and you know the company. Okay, next one over here. Changes are coming for the eBay sellers to the eBay seller tools. Okay, eBay seller tools. Sorry about that. This one came out yesterday, January 23rd, 2019. eBay will retire Turbo Lister in Europe next month, and eBay moderator told sellers in the U.S. discussion forums today. However, he said he did not know how long U.S. sellers would be able to continue to use the desktop listing tool, nor was he able to tell the sellers how much in advance notice eBay would provide them before pulling the plug on the tool completely. I used to use that there, Turbo List. It was pretty good. I liked it. I don't know what they're doing away with it. I guess they don't want to support the program itself, whatever. But it was pretty good. I liked it. I thought it was good. I used it quite often when I started breaking into selling on eBay. I thought it was pretty easy. You could do all your editing and features and, add stuff like that and just give it an upload. And you upload all at one time. I like that feature, but I don't know. I think they have something else now. Was it Crazy List? I think almost the same thing. But you got to pay for it. The reason why I like Turbo List, it was for free. You download the software on your desktop and you can do it like that, and use it. I don't want to, pay for things if I don't have to, especially given eBay. If you're not making enough money on it, why do that? And since 3 months ago, sellers said eBay surveyed them to see if they'd be willing to pay between $4.99 and $9.99 a month for the ability to continue using TurboList. See, once I see stuff like this, folks, it turns me off. Okay, I don't like. I consider myself a frugal entrepreneur, and me personally, I don't like to, get involved with things that's always going to have a monthly figure attached to it. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not making sales, little to no sales on eBay. Why am I going to want to pay between $4.99 and $9.99 a month to use a program that's going to eventually be outdated? Unless people who pay, they'll keep it active. I don't know. But anyway, you can read the rest of this story, folks, okay? You know where it's going. Well, you know the website and the URL. Let us bump out of this one. Okay. Your 1099, right? Okay. It says your 1099K may be on the way. By Ina Steiner, tax filing season has begun as companies begin sending and receiving forms as required by the IRS. PayPal sent sellers an email letting them know that their Form 1099-Ks are available for download, and it may also arrive by post in coming weeks, along with those from other payment processors and from marketplaces such as Etsy, Amazon, and eBay once it begins processing payments on your behalf. Very nice. Oh, great. I need to brush up on what form is 1099K is. The IRS explains. Form 1099K payment card and third-party network transactions is the IRS information return used to report the certain payment transactions to improve the voluntary tax compliance. You should receive a Form 1099K by January 31st if in a prior calendar year you received the payments. And then it goes on to say from payment card transactions, example debit, credit, or stored value cards, and or in settlement of a third-party payment network transactions above the minimum reporting thresholds, gross payments that exceed $20,000 and more than 200 such transactions. Well, I can tell you right now, I don't think I'm going to be getting one because there is no way I've come even close to this. I don't even want to talk about it, folks. Let's leave that alone. It says you could read more on this page if you click this active hyperlink on the IRS website, and it'll take you there once you click it on. Okay. Then it goes on to say here, for sellers who operate their e-commerce business in certain states, including Massachusetts and Vermont, be aware that payment processors will send you the Form 1099 if you have a gross payments of only $600. Well, and that's a different story, but those are the states there. As sellers discovered to their great surprise last year, be sure to check the latest laws in your state. All right. Well, I know I made more than that. Okay. Yeah. So just something else to hamper your workload. Anyway, you know where the website is. You know the URL. We could check it all out later on. All right. This one goes on to say, this came out January 21st, 2019, pummeled with annoying questions and ridiculous excuses. A meme has been picking up steam on social media that plays on the annoying questions that people encounter in various professions. I'm fill in the profession. You may know me. You may know me from the greatest hits. Fill in your responses to the irksome questions you receive about said profession. We noticed illustrator and seller Gemma Carroll played along her tweet. Shows how it goes. Hi, I'm a cartoonist / illustrator. You may know me from the greatest hits. No, I can't illustrate your book for free, even though your grandkids really enjoyed it. Yes, I do actually make a living. Doing this. And it says the program I use to draw is what to call with the pen. All right, I'm not going to read too much into this here, folks. Like I said, I still got quite a bit of windows open up here. If you want to read the rest of the story, I will check it out later on. You know, what I do is when I get these, what do you call it, Google Alerts, I read a little on it. I just, touch bases really quick on it just to get a little idea what it's all about, and then that's when I decide if I'm going to put it up or not. So I thought this would be interesting. Some of this, the windows I put up here, I thought would be interesting to you guys, especially if you're eBay sellers, Amazon sellers, Etsy sellers. All right, let's move right along. This one here came out January 22nd, 2019. eBay haggling no longer optional for sellers. Okay, now this is new. I didn't get a chance to read this one here. Sometimes I don't get the opportunity to read this because I'm so busy doing other stuff. Okay, dear Ryan, have you seen the option on the contact sellers dropdown before? It is on a bin, buy it now listing with no best offers enabled, and I do not recall seeing it before. Then it goes on to here, select the topic. All right, the person sent a little snapshot here, make an offer. We look forward to it. It says when a buyer selects this topic, it sends a message that the seller can respond to with an offer. It doesn't automatically trigger the usual best offer widget. I'm not too happy eBay is encouraging buyers to think that they can pay less than the full price on my buy it nows. Well, you see, that's where eBay shouldn't be doing stuff like that. If you're on their platform, I understand you're on their platform, and you got to abide by their rules. But certain things, I get those messages too that eBay makes suggestions that I should lower my price down, offer free shipping. But I can't do that, folks, because I don't get the things cheap. And if I do that, it'll come so cheap it doesn't even pay for me to even bother selling on eBay at some point, So you can read the rest of the story here because I don't want to feed too much into this here because certain things will upset me if I keep thinking about it. But let's move right along. Okay, and the next one we have over here, Bonanza co-founder quietly departs. Okay, for you guys that are Bonanza sellers, I don't know if you guys sell on Bonanza. I have an active account with them, and for those who do sell on Bonanza and eBay, it's a cross-platform there. You can import on Bonanza your eBay listings, Amazon. I think you could do Shopify too, if I'm not mistaken. I know they add a couple to them. Bonanza is not a bad site. I think since I've been with them, I think I only had maybe 10 sales total. Um, it's not like a site for me that I get a lot of traffic or a lot of business from them. But I was thinking at one point to close it, but I said, you know what? I want to keep it open. They don't charge anything as long as you what do you call it? The only time they charge you is if you what do you call it there? Make a sale. That's the only time they'll charge you. But otherwise, it's not bad. I mean, I like it. I mean, it's not. It's a nice, clean format. But for me right now, like I said, if I had to depend on Bonanza for making a living, not that eBay's anything to brag about, I would really be hurting. Okay. But anyway, if you want to read the story, I'm not going to get too much into it because, like I said, I want to get rid of the other windows. But check it out if you get a chance. You know the URL, and let's move right along. And here we have a little Etsy story here. It says Etsy reopens discussion boards after 2-week hiatus. This was January. This came out January 22nd, 2019. Etsy reopens discussion boards after nearly 2 weeks of hiatus, along with Etsy Teams, the company's version of Groups. Etsy expanded the new forum topic sections, including adding a new shop critique section. Do you guys sell on Etsy? I have an account with them. I put t-shirts up there, old t-shirts, vintage t-shirts on there, and I left them on for over a month, and I didn't get any results from them, so I took them off, and I don't know if I put them on eBay. I don't think I did. That's another thing too. I got stuff in the storage facility area, and I gotta look at that stuff. But anyway, the long story short, I didn't get any traction on it, so I took them off there. Etsy's pretty good. Some people I follow, other sellers, they say they do pretty good with it. On the other hand, I haven't had any luck with it, so for me, it doesn't really work. But if you guys want to check this out, you know the URL and you know where to go to check it out. Let's move right along. eBay once again in the crosshairs of an activist investor. This came out January 22nd, 2019. eBay is once again in the crosshairs of the activist investor, this time Elliott Management, which said it beneficially owns over 4% of the eBay, making it one of the company's largest investors. Now, I did the story before, maybe a couple of days ago. From what I understand with this Elliott Management there, I think what they want to do is get rid of StubHub and the eBay classifieds. I think that's the last time I was reading about that, and I think I shared it with you guys. So I'm not going to expand too much on it for those who for the new sellers, the new subscribers. If you want to check it out, you know the URL, and you can read the rest of this story. Okay, guys. Okay, here's another one here. This came out January 21st, 2019. eBay frowns on orders wrapped in Amazon smiles. Okay, now I don't know what this is all about, but let's see what it's all about. We'll read it. For a decade or more, eBay tolerated a selling practice known as Amazon to drop ship that. Okay, all right. Oh, there's something here. Is this almost the same thing we read before? That lets some buyers confused or upset when their orders arrived in Amazon boxes. Oh yeah, I think I remember talking about something like that too. eBay even told sellers it allowed the practices. Wow, but with no advance warning, eBay is now prohibiting the controversial practice and has yet to notify sellers. eBay began redirecting its product sourcing policy to the page called drop shipping in 2018, and at some point it modified the page. An e-commerce bites reader told us that eBay modified the policy last week, adding the following language: drop shipping. I guess what to say here, where you fulfill orders directly from a wholesale supplier is allowed. However, listing an item on eBay and then purchasing the item from another retailer or marketplace that ships directly to your customer is not permitted. If you guys are into drop shipping, you might want to read the rest of this story here. Be careful, okay? Because if you're going against eBay's rules, I don't know, what the outcome is going to be. But just be careful when it comes to that there. I don't do any drop shipping. I don't do any retail arbitrage. Or people do that on eBay too. When it comes to retail arbitrage, they'll buy something it's cheap price on eBay, and they'll get that same item off eBay and then resell it again for a higher price. So the retail arbitrage is even within eBay. It's crazy, right? Anyway, that's the story you're looking for, and you could pick up where I left off. All right, let's move right along. Amazon fights image as retail Goliath. This came out January 21st, 2019. Amazon wants to change the image of the retail Goliath and have people think think of it as a platform for supporting small businesses. On Friday, it issued a press release, which is an act of hype, and you could check that out if you like, to support that notion. Amazon particularly wants to be seen by lawmakers and regulators being a pro-small business as contributing to the job growth. Two areas politicians especially keen on 2018. The Amazon introduced the Small Business Impact Report. You can read the rest of this story, folks. We're coming down to a close here. All right, you know that story. And this one over here. This one came out January 21st, 2019. It goes on to say sellers with subscription models. PayPal is making changes. PayPal is making a change to a subscription feature that allows sellers to offer recurring payments, subscriptions, automatic billing, and installment payments to their customers. That's nice. PayPal announced that starting February 1st, 2019, it will be making changes to the PayPal payment standard subscriptions feature. Modify user _ manage. This means your integration will no longer provide the ability to modify or add an existing subscription or to have PayPal create a username or password when signing up for the subscription. These features will no longer work, it explained. Okay, and then it says you can hit the frequently asked questions here on the announcement page. And what does it say here? The company explained PayPal is always looking to evolve our customers' experience so that we're providing the best products and solutions to ensure that the customers receiving the newest capabilities. Well, we continue to optimize the platform to provide the best experience to our consumers and merchants. I really wish PayPal and eBay didn't split up though. Anyway, so now, for those who know me, I consider myself a frugal entrepreneur. But before we go, because it's tax time, I want to get to this one first. I'm going to get to the other one. Okay. I love this site, folks. This is another site I like. You get a lot of good information from it. If you go to the URL is www.frugalforless.com. You could join the mailing list and get, it says we join our mailing list to find out more ways to make and save money with a little time and effort. And you just type your address in there, hit the subscribe button. I am not affiliated with them. I have no affiliated links with them. I do not make anything from them. So I don't want people to think, oh, he's giving a segue to them. No, I don't. I don't have any affiliation with them, no affiliate links. I like to share this information because that's what I do on this YouTube channel. I like to share information that'll help you prosper, okay, and save money. That's what it's all about, folks. I'm not gaining anything from it. It's gospel truth. I'm not making no money off it. So I hope you guys know that. All right. So anyway, it says, what do you do if your identity has been stolen? 13 easy steps. This came out today, January 24th. And then it goes on here. I'm going to read the highlighted stuff, okay, folks? You could read this. I gave you the URL already, all right? You could check it out for yourself. How identity theft hurts you. It says the negative effects of identity theft are numerous. Your personal data is compromised. It may be out there for the thief to use. They can use this information to open a new credit account and even apply for loans. That is pretty scary stuff, though. But anyway, it goes on here, types of identity theft. Not all identity theft is the same. In fact, there are 3 different types of identity theft that can occur. These include, all right, now I guess what they're talking about, tax identity theft, child identity theft, medical identity theft, criminal identity theft, insurance identity theft, financial identity theft, and then it goes on here. Then I guess they expand a little each one. Tax identity, I'm not going to read all this here. Child identity, and you can read all that there. Obtain a credit report for your child. Medical identity, and so on and so forth. They got it outlined too. And how do you know if someone steals your identity? Check the following to determine if your identity has been stolen. Bills. Do you see changes in your credit card statements or other bills? I don't have credit cards, so that leaves that part out, thank God. Your bank statements I got to worry about. Bank statements, are there any withdrawals or charges? These are things you should check anyway. You can go paperless, but if you go paperless, you can check your bank statements online. But if you do get the paper ones, always look and just make sure, folks, make sure you don't see any suspicious charges or anything, any suspicious activity on your account, because, then you may be a victim of identity theft. So just be careful. So you check your bank statements out. You watch the mail. Do you stop receiving? Did you stop receiving a bill you usually got, or you have started getting a new one? That's a telltale sign, right? Because that means someone is using your credit card. Then credit report. Review your credit report to see if there's any information on accounts that don't look familiar to you, which is true. I do mine once a year. I do it all the time. I always check to make sure, because it's true. You don't know. There are a lot of people out there that, they got devious ways about them. So you got to be careful, folks. Then the other one over here, what can you do? It says you don't have to sit back and wait to sort things out. When you're an active victim identity theft, there are many things you should do to help ensure these things are more difficult than they should be. They include notify your creditors and your bank. Absolutely, that'd be the first thing you do. Okay, and then the other one, place a freeze on your credit file. I'm just reading the highlighted ones here. Place a fraud alert on your credit report. I had to do that one time because there was something I thought it looked suspicious. So I called up the one that, see, when you do your free reports, I get all three of them from Equifax, Experian, and what's that other one there? Oh, there's another one. I can't think of the other one. TransUnion, I think. Yeah, I think it's the one at TransUnion. Yeah. Anyway, one of them, and I called up. I said I want to report this because something looks suspicious on it, and they put a block on it, or whatever. They were notified. Yeah. So you could place a fraud alert on your credit report. Definitely do that. Review your credit reports. Again, like they said, make sure everything looks copacetic. That you don't see new accounts are on there, been opened up or whatever. Check it out. Make sure everything's copacetic and it checks out. Get in contact with the Federal Trade Commission. They give you the phone number over here, the FTC, which is very helpful. Okay, it says get in contact with the Federal Trade Commission. You'll want to contact the FTC or Federal Trade Commission by calling that number. Most of the time, they usually investigate large fraud cases, but the FTC also monitors identity theft crimes of various levels to see if there is a pattern that connects to another fraud case. A report with the FTC can also help you when you need to dispute any fraudulent charge you have fraudulent information removed from your report. Okay, then it says file a police report, send a copy of your ID theft report to the creditors. Definitely do that. Change all your password and your accounts. These are all givens. I mean, this is a given. Contact Social Security. All right, they're very important things, folks. Very important things. You may need a new driver's license in some cases. Sign up for a credit monitoring. Opening a new accounts. You definitely would want to probably, if you did get hacked, you definitely want to close that account right away and open up a new account. Adjust your settings on your accounts. Okay, and steps to take depending on the type of account. There are certain types of accounts that require different steps to be taken. These include the accounts such as utilities, government benefits, housing or apartment rentals, checking accounts, student loans, phones, investment accounts, and more. And then they expand the line to utilities, phone, government benefits, checking accounts, understanding your rights. Okay, what about the data breach? Okay, social security number, online account passwords, how to avoid identity theft in the future. And then they tell you here, do not give out your personal information, opt out of pre-approved offers. I throw those right in the garbage when I get them. Protect your online activities. Okay, and then the other one here, how to stop debt collection on debts you don't owe. If you get that there, it says if you end up getting calls or letters from debt collectors for debts that you do not know, you'll want to write to them within 30 days to inform them that your identity has been stolen and you're not responsible for that debt. Okay, and you got the conclusion. You can read the rest of that there. Very, very good information, folks, on this one here. That's why I like Frugal for Less. If you look at their homepage here, you got the categories: make money, save money, apps and websites, frugal travel, psychology and money. Then you got the best survey sites. You can start a blog, you can contact them, you can read about them, and you can check out their private policy. Again, I have no affiliation with them besides just signing up for their newsletters. That's about the only thing I have. I do not get any, I'm not endorsing them, and I do not get paid from them. And nobody had contacted me from them. Okay, this one here is 10 lifestyle changes to save money in 2019. Again, I'm just going to read the highlights here. It just goes over to say here, check this out really quick here. I'm just going to read this part. I just watched a video about a guy who spent months living on the beach in Hawaii. It made me think about some of my lifestyle choices over the years. I lived in a van. Oh, wow. I lived in a van or in a shed behind my own home in a friend's basement without a car. That's sad. That's pretty sad. I didn't read the whole story, but when you hear stories like that, that really breaks your heart, though. Anyway, reading the highlights here. Try a traveling lifestyle. Try a traveling lifestyle. What is this topic again? Lifestyles have changed the same. Okay. All right. Then it goes on to say my wife and I met Irene of 15 years ago. We were camping at some hot springs on the federal land in Arizona. She made and sold sandwiches. Okay. Well, I guess these are people like trying to tell you how they make money or how they're living. Live outside of your home. I don't know what that's all about. You got to check this out. Like I said, I would read it more. Be seasonally homeless. Oh wow. Okay. Eat out for free. Okay. These are, I don't know, I didn't really get a chance to look at all this, to be honest with you folks, on this one here. Eat out for free. I'm not going to read it. You could check it out though, folks. You could, if you want. I'm going to give you the URL. I think I did, but I'll give it to you again. Grow your own food, which we know about that. Forage and hunt for food. Okay. Approach vacations differently. Choose to be childless. Okay. Well. Okay. Try an alternative to a degree. I mean, I like I said, I like the information they put out here. Okay, some people may not be too keen on it, but I like it. I mean, for me, it works. Let's see, go to free events, putting it all together, living rich, even on a low income. You could check this out, and then they got over here, get by without a car, join a barter exchange, learn to do your own repairs and everything from appliances to cars, work on university to get free education, free or reduced tuition. Buy everything used. Okay, almost everything. I never buy used shoes. Well, yeah, that I don't myself because I just don't. And then it goes on to say over here, monthly income. Then it goes on to say how you can live on. How little can you live on, or how well? I have a friend who has a monthly income of $1,060, and she's traveling in Central America for a few months at a moment. Well, I guess it all depends, your situation. Maybe you live in a state where, you're living moderately cheap, and, where you could afford to do that. I mean, I couldn't do that. I mean, especially living in New York, very expensive here. So, if you could do that, more power to you. But anyway, I don't want to expand too much on that, folks. So, I'm going to close that. The URL. Let me give it to you one more time. It's www.frugalforless.com, and the story you're looking for is 10 lifestyle changes to save money in 2019. Okay, and with that, I have a little clipping. I have a little clipping on a show at the end of the video there. Let me just go over here. I take my glasses off here. My eyes are killing me with this here. This clipping I took off my Twitter feed, and it shows you. I got to show you. It's like, I'll put it at the end of the video. This little dog. I don't know if they're in Africa, in the Serengeti, whatever. It shows you two lions sitting there, laying down, whatever, a male and a female. And out of nowhere, this little dog, this little skinny dog. I'm laughing, folks, because I got the caption up there, where the person who posted it, whatever. And this little dog comes charging at these two. The lions get up, and they look like, I thought they were going to annihilate this little dog. And this little dog is barking, yelping at them and stuff like that. And it even goes after the male lion. And the lion's backing up. And I was showing it to my daughters last night. And like, Dad, what's the matter? Why is the lion scared of that little dog? They go, well, one swipe or one bite, he's gone. I said, I don't know. And somebody writes in there, what was that dog doing out there? And the guy goes, either the dog doesn't know or something like, or is he crazy or something like that? Or no, the dog must be brave or is crazy. And I still live because after he's barking at the lions, he starts it with the male lion. He spooks him, whatever, and then this shows you the dog all walking off on the side there. I'm sorry, folks. I got this cough here coming up here. It's crazy, and plus I'm getting dry mouth for talking too much. That's why I keep a little cup of water, which I need a little swig here. That's what happens when you talk too fast and you read too fast. I don't know how long this video is going to be. But anyway, but I just wanted to share it with you guys. But anyway, guys, without taking too much of your time up, I do hope you like this video or any of the videos. If you check my other videos out, I hope you like them. And I do hope you get a takeaway and you get something from them. That's the whole purpose of doing these videos, folks, by the way. I mean, some people will comment and some people don't. And that's okay. I'm not looking for comments. I'm not looking for notoriety or, to be praised or anything for the stuff I put out here. I do, like I said again, I do like to create videos. I love doing videos. I love vlogging. I think the biggest thing about starting an everyday vlog is finding different topics to talk about. And that's what I'm trying to say, like I did in my other videos. I am not going to do the same repetitive video over and over again. I'm not going to do a sequel like, I show myself getting out of bed, going and making my breakfast, or like I said again, having a cup of coffee and stuff like that. I mean, I like daily vlogs. I don't mind doing stuff of that nature, like maybe once in a while, once in a blue moon, it's okay. But I'm not going to be repetitive all the time, you know. This YouTube channel, like I said many times before, it's a channel, like I said, I do not discuss religion or politics on it. I do not use profanity on it. And I consider it a kid-safe, clean content channel. If you want a channel where you're going to hear some, you know, and I only state the facts or the information I get off the websites. That's why I tell you the URLs and the websites, because I don't want people to think, you know, who are new subscribers, or even the present ones that subscribed to me for a while now. I don't want people to think I just make this stuff or I can draw it off the top of my head just to make videos. That's not what I'm all about, you know. When I do a video, I want people to, you know, enjoy the content. I hope they get a takeaway from it. You can learn from it and stuff like that. But I am not a person that just, you know, comes out here, spews out eBay, well, eBay news, of course. I do talk about eBay news and, you know, what's going on in e-commerce and stuff. But to just throw stuff off the top of my head without having something to back it up. A lot of the times, well, for a good majority of the time I put up on this YouTube channel does come from other sources, you know. I get it from other sources. Like I said, I get the Google alerts and stuff like that. So I don't, some things I'll expand on my own. I'll give you my own opinions on certain things. I'll tell you what I like or dislike. I am a very opinionated person. I will, you know, share that with you guys. If there's something I don't think is right, I will voice my concern, you know. But for the most part, I try to be upfront and straight. I do not sugarcoat anything. When it comes to eBay selling, I can't do any sales because I haven't made any sales. Really, I mean, what am I going to do? Show you I made 1 sale, 2 sales? That's all I made so far, I think, for this past week or whatever it was. Maybe 2 sales. That was it. What am I going to do? Oh, I sold this today, these 2 items today, and that's it. The video would be not even 5 minutes long. Okay? I wish I could sell you, you know, I sold 15 items today, or I sold 10 items or 20. I would do that. I really would. I would share that information. I don't want you guys to think I'm holding out on you. I'm not. I just don't have the stuff to tell you. You know. So that part there, and it's funny because when I follow other eBay sellers that do put videos out, which they do, they have their own YouTube channels, and you'll see people over there talking about that. One guy said this, I have 10, 15, 20 items going out. I don't know that's throughout the course of the week or one day. Now, if you're doing that one day, kudos to you. I wish I could be doing stuff like that, but just don't. I don't have that momentum. You know, can't get it to go. But anyway, it doesn't matter, folks. Well, it does. Like I said, it doesn't bother me, but I would like to hear that cha-ching. I would love to hear it 10 times a day, 20 times, or whatever. Yeah, but when you hear it, it's like music to you. It's like, oh, that's a nice welcoming sound, you know. But you know, with my stuff right now on eBay, I'm letting a lot of stuff fall off for the simple reason is the ones that are been stagnated or like they're not doing anything, I will let them fall off. You know, when they end, and then you know they come off of eBay, they will go into the unsold folder on eBay, whatever. Then I will try to do some more research on them, do price comparisons. It is becoming so competitive, folks. I was following a seller yesterday. This person talks a lot about, you know, the stuff they sell. They give you bolos and stuff like that. Very good information. And this person was talking about how with the foreign sellers coming into place, it's becoming very difficult to sell, to stay in that particular field. Now, if you're into collectibles or whatever, it's hard to keep up with them. And what really gets me, this person was pointing out that there was a seller that had thousands of it was like collectible car, whatever it was, I can't remember offhand, selling like 5 cents a penny, whatever it was, and offering free shipping and certain things. I was like, and I'm sitting there watching this video. I said, how impossible? How are they making money? Even if you say, well, they buy the items, you know, like, all right, most likely it's in China, of course. They buy the items in such great volumes, they get reduced. But I'm talking about cents. I'm not talking about dollars. I'm talking about cents. They're selling these things for like 9 cents. I don't know if it's cards or some whatever it is. And I said, how do they make it? And offer free shipping. Offer free shipping on top of it. And I look at it. I talked about this watch I got here. I think I talked about my other video. I paid from Top Hatter $17 for this watch. 17 bucks, right? Smartwatch. It works good. I like it and everything like that. It's got nice little, features to it. It's not an Apple watch because anybody who knows me, I consider myself a frugal entrepreneur. I am not going to spend $300, whatever it is, on this Apple smartwatch. It's not going to happen. Even if I had the money, I wouldn't do it. That's how frugal I am. Anyway, I look on eBay. I did my video. If you go into eBay's homepage and you look on the top and you go across, you will see a little wording there that says under $10. Click that on and look at smartwatches. I seen this same exact smartwatch on that eBay site for under $10, right? That's what those are items under $10. I seen this same exact watch going for, was it $7.99 or $8.99? I even seen them cheaper than that with free shipping. Same exact watch. And people say, how can you say it's, because I see it. I put the pictures identical. I put my watch next to the picture. It is the same exact watch with free shipping. It was either $7.99, $8.99. I said, I don't believe it. Now, I was thinking of doing the same thing. I was thinking of, hey, if I can get a connection with that, if I can get these watches for like, I don't know, maybe $5, $4 a watch, maybe I could sell them on eBay, flip them for 10, 15 bucks, make a small profit. What's that old saying? Slow nickels bring in fast dimes. Start selling volume and maybe you can make something off it. Can't compete. I can't compete. In that arena, as far as that part with the watches, smart watch, I can't compete with them. Who's going to buy it from me when they can buy it from somebody else? If I got the watches for $5, let's just say that's the cheapest way you can get with the low minimum. Who's going to spend $10 on a watch? When you can go and I'd have to offer shipping. I can't offer free shipping because if I get it for $5 and I offer free shipping, even though you say it's light, the lowest I think you could send if you send it out first class within the United States is what, $266. What am I making? Then the eBay fees, PayPal fees, what am I coming out $1? It's impossible for me. It's impossible. That's an area or an item that I would not even focus on for the simple reason is there is no rhyme or reason to make it work. I wouldn't know how to do it. I couldn't do it. So I think my personal take with eBay being the way it is, how slow it is with me. Anyway, there are other people out there doing good. I'm sure they're making sales. There's some people that say, "Oh, I'm not doing sales," and then you look at their sold listings. They're selling stuff every single day. Maybe they say that they make it feel good. I don't. Anyway, so I wanted to look into that there, and I said to myself, it's not going to work for me. And the reason why I think it's not going to work for a lot of people is when eBay opened the floodgates to all the foreign sellers. I'm not being mean. I'm not trying to make it derogatives or anything like that. I'm just trying to say when you introduce that, whatever it's been probably going on for, I think years back, you got more and more competition. Plain and simple. What is it? I think the last time I did a research on how many active eBay sellers there were, not the buyers. I think it was 26 million, if my memory serves me right. 26 million active sellers on eBay. And I think buyers was about 100 and something, 177 billion or something like that, active buyers. No, not billion, billion. 177, I think it was 177 million or something along that range for buyers, active buyers. What difference does it make? No one's buying anything. What difference does it make? I don't care if you have 1 billion buyers out there. It doesn't. They have a lot of choices. They don't have to go to you all the time, unless you got phenomenal merchandise or things that people are looking for. It's here's the other thing too, folks. If you're selling everyday items that you can get at your local retail stores and stuff like that, it's tough. Clothes is very hard. I got some clothes up there. I got girls' shoes, some girls' pants and stuff like that, tops, whatever. I have bags in the storage area. And I said to myself, unless you sell it in lots, there's not really profit much in that there. there's really no profit margin there for me. It's not a big profit. So for me, I mean, I don't know. Am I going to keep selling clothes? I don't know. But there is a guy I like to deal with. If I didn't have the stuff I have now, the money I invested into this, that's why it'd be nice if I can get it back. He's an antique dealer. He's got some good stuff. But the thing is, if I was going to put that stuff up, I ain't going to sell for no $7.99, $9.99. It's got to go up in price. Okay, there's no doubt about it. So maybe what I should just do is just get rid of, liquidate all the stuff I have. I haven't been buying stuff here, to be honest with you. I'm trying to liquidate what I have. And when I hear that, so when I hear people saying, "Oh, with eBay, you got to go out every day. You got to source. You got to keep selling. But listing, sourcing, go out buy more." If I keep doing that, there, folks, any money I have in my reserved account will be depleted in no time. It will be depleted in no time. Believe me, I tried all that. I tried that, and I'm not sounding like a pessimist, but I tried everything people tell me. And folks, it didn't work for me whatsoever. I had almost 400 items listed. I was working my way up to almost 400 items. And let me tell you something. I tried everything that eBay and other seasoned sellers that were telling, giving their voice and their opinions on how to boost sales and like that. Nothing worked. Nada. I didn't have there was no difference in sales whatsoever. eBay tells you offer 30-day returns, offer best offer, free shipping, and what other little perk I forget. I tried all that, free shipping, all that stuff, just what they said. I didn't get, this is what I got, goose eggs. So what I'm trying to say, folks, is, the only thing I will say this, this is the way I feel. If you're going to get into this line of work, please don't quit your day job. It'll be the biggest mistake you ever made. I'm telling you. The only reason why I'm in it, it's a hobby / full time, is because I got laid off back in 2016, and I figured, let me throw my hat in the arena and say, let me try doing this full time, see what happens. And I tell you the truth, folks, it has not been a good ride. And as much as I don't want to sound like a pessimist, but I have to look out to put food on the table. If things don't change around, I'm going to be heading back to a 9-to-5 job. I will still be doing my videos, of course. There's no doubt about that. And I'm still going to be selling on an e-commerce platform. I don't know if I'm going to close up shop on eBay, because right now all I'm doing is paying them. I got a little starter store. They give you 100 free listings, and if I'm not making money off it, why keep it? Right? Why should I invest in something I'm not making money? Where's my ROI, return on my investment? I'm not making anything. So it's kind of like a gray area here, folks, when it comes to selling here. And that's why I try to tell people, when I hear people sitting there, eBay radio used to crack me up. They would get people coming on there and saying, "I'm going to quit my job and I'm doing eBay full time." Well, you must have phenomenal products to put out there where you don't have to worry about high competition. Because let me tell you something. Again, I know it sounds like a pessimist. I'm more of an optimist than a pessimist. But if people think for one moment you're just going to go to your boss on a Monday or Friday, whatever, and tell your boss, "I'm giving you my 2 weeks notice. I'm quitting. I'm resigning as of today. I'm giving you my 2 weeks notice." Good luck to you. I wish you all the best. Because let me tell you something. Last job I had, one I lost in 2016 due to a layoff. It was, from what I understand, 1,000 people got laid off. I had a pension, a 401k. We got bonuses every year, decent salaries, paid holidays, sick days, vacation, you name it. We got it. You couldn't ask for a better package. And because of all the way the companies are trying to save money, skimping and saving, they sent the job. I'm not going to say where they sent it. They sent the job overseas. And with the jobs going overseas, me and 1,000 other people had become laid off and unemployed. And let me tell you something, folks, and this is coming from the heart. When you lose that type of benefit package and you are hoping to plan to retire there, It's like going into the ring with a professional boxer and getting 2 blows to the stomach and you're down for the count. You're out. You're down for the count. It hurts. I'm trying to make this business work to the best of my ability. I'm trying to gain a lot of subscribers. So maybe this channel could be monetized. It could help me out if I can make a little something off it. But for the most part, folks, it has not been an easy ride. I am not going to sit here and lie to the new subscribers and the past and the present subscribers, that's been with me for a while. I am not going to stand here in front of this webcam and lie to you and tell you I am doing phenomenal. Okay, people that tell you that they look at life through rose-tinted glasses. I don't have a book to sell you, and I don't have a dream to sell you. I tell that quite sometimes in my other videos. I am a real, genuine person. I tell it like it is. Okay? So I'm not going to come out here and start blurring things off the top of my head to make videos or to get subscribers. Now, the people who subscribe to me, I hope you subscribe because you genuinely like the content I put out. Hopefully you like me as well. But I'm not going to come out here and make YouTube videos and throw little innuendos or things out there to make you trick you into keep subscribing because I'm going to tell you what you want to hear. Okay, and this is from the heart. I wish I could tell you the things I sold. I'm not the reason why people say, well, why don't you? What am I going to do? Make a video for 2 little items I sold? Suppose I sold 1 item for the week. I sold this. This is what I sold. What am I going to use to back it up? You say, all right, well, maybe you could throw some reseller news in it. I could do that too. But it's a joke. It's a joke, folks. So that's why I want to hear stories like that. And I used to always get upset when I heard people coming on eBay radio talking, oh, I'm going to quit my job and do eBay full time. I've got to tell you, people, are you people crazy? Do you guys have pensions and benefits like that? You're going to give that up to do eBay? Folks, I'm not saying it not to be mean or to make it derogative about this, but all I'm saying is if you're going to do eBay, I'm not telling you not to do it. So please don't comment me and say, who are you to tell people not? I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just telling you, if you're going to do it, if you're going to get involved in this business, don't quit your day job. Do it as a hobby. Do it as a side business, part-time venture, we want to call it. Maybe you might like one person said, I was on the eBay community chat board, I do eBay, but I don't do it on a full-time basis. I do it to make extra money to pay for vacation, help pay some credit card bills and stuff like that. Some people use it just for pocket change. But when you're doing it as a full-time living, pocket change ain't going to cut it. It's not going to pay your bills. Okay? So remember that. All the fluff and hype that people tell you, oh, I'm doing, and then I hear all the numbers out there. And again, I'm not speaking bad against it, but I'm just trying to say when I start hearing a lot of people talk about all these numbers that are thrown out there, I make 10,000 a month, 15,000 a month, 50, 20, 30. I hear all these things and say, oh my gosh, I mean, what am I doing wrong? Okay, I'm not trying to be mean or say anything, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to tell you, make up stories to, get you to funnel into my channel. I want you to subscribe to my channel because you like me and you that I'm genuine. I'm putting out the information and I don't sugarcoat anything. Okay, that's what I want. I hope the subscribers that do subscribe to my channel, I hope you guys like the content I put out, and I hope it does help you. I hope you do get a takeaway from it. And yes, it's going to be a YouTube channel, like I said before, about different topics. I'm going to talk about different things, not just one particular thing. So I really, and look, I know if I sound like a pessimist in this last segment of the video, I am not. I'm more of an optimist than a pessimist. But I just want you people to know, if you're going to get involved with this business, proceed with caution, folks. That's all I'm saying. Do your research, before you're going to get into this here. Do your research. Read what other sellers have to say. You could join my eBay top rated sellers group. You could ask questions there to people. If you've got questions for me, I'll be more than happy. I'll answer the best I can. If I can, I'll get the information to you. If I can't get it from me, I'll get it from somebody else to get it to you. I don't mind helping people out. If I could help out, if I could genuinely help you out, I definitely will. Okay, I definitely will help you out in the best way I can, and the only way I can help you out is with information. Okay, that's the only thing. I wish I could do more for people, monetarily wise. I can't because I have my own I'm in my own financial crisis right now, so I can't help people like I want to. But let me tell you something. If I was successful, very successful, where I did accumulate a nice amount of wealth, believe me, I'd be doing a lot of charitable organization, helping out with charity a lot, believe me. Because let's face the facts, folks. You can't take it with you when you leave this world. And that's why if you watch or you heard stories about eBay, or not eBay, about Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, I think even Pierre Midia too, the guy who founded eBay. I think a lot of them are going to donate a lot of money to charitable causes, okay? Because they know, folks, you can't take that kind of money with you. So a lot of it's going to probably be endowed to colleges or medical science or whatever, which that's good. And that's the entrepreneurs, like even Mark Zuckerberg, who started Facebook. If you take notice, a lot of billionaires are like teaming up with this here. They're like a big group of them, of billionaires that plan to do this. I don't know if Bill Gates is going to give 95% of his wealth away. I don't know if Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook is going to give 100% of it. I don't know. All I know is they're giving a lot of money is going to be endowed to different organizations probably, no doubt. But like they said, they made it and now they want to give back. And let me tell you something. If I can make it in this business by some divine intervention, that is my goal in life, to give back. That's my goal. And I'm hoping and praying that by some divine intervention, with the help from the man above, that someday I could achieve that goal before I leave this world. And you know, I always say too, one of my other dreams is, folks, and you could agree to disagree with me. I don't, like I said, I don't talk about religion and politics, but I am on the religious side of life. And I always say this to the man above. If you could touch one person's heart, you could touch many others. And what I mean by that is, now a lot of people may not be happy with Jeff Bezos. Maybe you have a love-hate relationship with the person. You know, maybe people like him, they dislike him, they love him, they hate him. Who knows? By touching that one man's heart, he produced, with his companies, or Amazon, I think he employs over 600,000 employees. 600,000. He creates 600,000 jobs. I believe it's over 600,000. I don't quote me on it, I believe it is. That's what I'm saying. You touch one person's heart, you could touch many. But it all depends on what you're doing. That would be a dream. That would be the ultimate dream and goal for me. If I could create a business where I could employ a lot of people and help them out, help them, live a sustainable lifestyle with a decent income coming in, that's a dream. I don't want to be selfish in life, folks. I don't want to think about myself. That's what I tell my friends and my family. Some people, charity begins at home. They want to do their own thing and stuff like that. I want to help people. And more, I want to help them more than just giving information out like this. Be nice to help people out, just in general. Just in general. I had a situation, a personal thing. I don't really share stuff like this, but I had a situation where during my time of being unemployed, money was tight, and I was in a supermarket, and this lady came up to me. Now I went there with the intentions to spend a certain amount of money to buy groceries and stuff, because like I said, I'm very frugal, but I also, I buy out of necessity. If you run out of something, then you buy it. I don't believe in stocking up on a lot of stuff, especially things like meats, produce, whatever, because if you don't eat it right away, it can go bad, right? So I like to buy out of necessity and buy when needed. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to go to the supermarket and I'm going to buy just what I need, just the bare necessities, what I need. And so this lady was there, and I was hanging around near the bread area, bread section there, right? And this lady was there with a shopping cart. There were people walking around, past her. She seen me, and she approached me, and she said, "Excuse me." She goes, "Would you be able to help me out?" She goes, I have 3 kids at home, and she goes, "I don't have enough money to buy groceries." And folks, when I heard that story, and let me tell you how I got to that. I'm going to share this with you guys. I don't really share personal stories, but let me tell you this really quick, though. I always made a pact with the man above. Okay? I am a firm believer. And I always used to say to my friends and my family, I want to help people out. And what happened was, years back, when I was in another supermarket, I'll never forget, and at the time I wasn't able to do it, just like I'm not really at the time to do it now. But I made a pact with the man above saying I'd love to help people out. And one of my dreams was, and not a dream, but to help people out was, if I ever came into a situation like that, I'm going to pay for that person. I'm going to pay for their groceries or whatever. I'm going to try to help them out in any way I can. Even though I might not have been in a situation to help myself out, I want to help other people out. So what happened was, I'll never forget the first time it happened. A lady was in a store with her kids, and she was picking up groceries, and the kids were picking up cereals and something else. And I'll never forget, the mother said, put that back, I don't have enough money. There's one thing I don't like to see, folks, is kids go hungry or anything of that nature. I love my daughters. I adore my children. Kids are gifts from God, if you want to look at it that way. And when I heard that story, and I said to myself, here I am, not too much in a predicament to help people at the time. Sometimes you feel awkward, to actually intervene and say, well, listen, I got that covered. And at the time, I wasn't in in a situation like that, because I've always kind of seemed like to be in a financial situation, right? Money was always tight. The kids coming in, we had our kids, and we people have enough money to suffice their own needs at that time, and it broke my heart. And I said, geez, I remember looking at the person. She told the kids put the stuff back, and the lady walked out of the store, and I said, geez, God, I go, if that ever happens to me again, where I'm in a situation like that, I said, I don't care what situation I'm in at the time, good, bad, or indifferent, money, low money, not that much money, whatever. And so that happened. Now you fast forward. This is like, now you're going by 10 years ahead now. You're going fast forward now. And that lady who came up to me in that store, now here I am, unemployed, lost my job, I'm collecting unemployment. And, they don't give you a lot of money for unemployment. And, I got bills, we got bills to pay and stuff like that, put food on the table and stuff. And I remember distinctly saying that day, I'm going to go to the store to buy a certain amount of things. It's probably going to cost me $10, whatever. So the lady comes up to me, and she says, could you help me? She goes, I have 3 kids at home. She goes, I don't have the money to buy groceries, food. I told the lady, I turned around and said, Miss, you go and get what you need to feed your family. So she goes, oh, thank you so much. She goes, don't worry, I won't buy a lot. I said, don't worry about it. I said, you go get what you need. Now, some family members may think that was a scam, that people go there, they try to scam people. Let me tell you something. That was no scam. There are people in this world hurting. And you want to know what? Like my dad one time said to me, there was a gentleman, there was another story my father told. That's why I said we could learn from our parents. So with age comes wisdom. And there was a guy that came around the neighborhood, knocking on people's doors. And the guy was wearing a suit. This guy was begging for money. I told my father when he told me this story, I said, Pop, why did you give the guy money? Because I gave him a couple bucks. I go, why'd you give him money? He goes, suppose it was a scam. I go, suppose the guy's got his car parked around the corner there. He's driving around with a Cadillac or a Continental or something like that. He goes, here's my father's exact words. Richie, I gave him the money with good intentions. What he does with it is his business. He goes, all I know is I got my blessings from the man above. And you know what? If that was the case, which I know down deep inside it wasn't, with that lady I paid for her groceries, it wasn't. If that was the case, though, I too done it with good intentions. And if whatever, like I said, but it was for food. She wasn't begging for money. She wasn't saying, can you give me $5? Can you give me 10? She asked me if I could pay for her groceries. And when it comes to food, folks, and a person comes up to you and asks for help like that, if a little thing that you could do can make a difference in a person's life, and she said she had 3 children at home to feed, how can I go home that day if I neglected and said, no, I'm sorry, I don't have money. I lied to her. I said, I don't have money to help you out. Now, mind you, I'm unemployed. I'm collecting unemployment. But you know what? When you give, you get it back in return. That same day, the money I had given that lady to pay for her groceries, I made it back with an eBay sales. Almost the same amount of money I made. Well, I think it was the same amount. I sold a couple items that that was equated to the amount of money I spent on that lady's groceries. So I do believe that when you do give, you do get it back. In some cases, you get it back with blessings. Now, you're probably saying, why am I just sharing the story with you? Because, folks, when I think about life and what goes on, I see a lot of different things. As a person, as a vlogger, I do a lot of research on different things. I could share stories that would make you get teary-eyed, or make you break down and cry. I don't put it on my YouTube channel because I don't want it to be a depressing channel. I want it to be a channel where, again, it's an open forum. We could share things and we could collaborate with one another. Maybe you have a story like that you want to share. And it's not to brag or boast. It's coming from the heart. And that's what I'm all about. That's what this channel is all about. If you want good, clean content, and you want to hear a good story, or you want to hear stories that are, and certain things are based on facts, like I said, the information I get, then you want to subscribe to my channel. And I hope you subscribe to it because you genuinely want to subscribe to it. Not to, subscribe and just say, maybe I like a couple things this guy's talking about. I don't know if I'm going to stay subscribed, because I already had that happen too. I had people subscribe. I gained 3 subscribers one day, and the next couple of days I lose 3 subscribers. Who knows? After they see this video, they might just unsubscribe. I might be losing subscribers left and right. But let me tell you something in closing. If that is the case, and I do lose subscribers, and if it goes down to 0, where I go down to 0 subscribers, folks, my mission or my dream in life is to help people out some way, somehow. And if I can't help out monetarily, I'm going to help out with information. And information that may help you guys save money or enlighten you, or whatever it may be, talking about business or how-tos, do-it-yourself. I'm going to continue to do it no matter what. So if I go from 400 subscribers to 0 subscribers, I will still be doing videos. Good, bad, or indifferent, whether people like them or not, that's totally up to you. But I'm a genuine person. I don't, like I said again, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I don't have a book to sell you, and I don't have a dream to sell you. I can only supply the facts and tell you my personal stories, like this one I just told you, and share information with you guys. So if you do like the content, you like me as an individual, now I'll say it in the closing. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be notified as to when I put new content out, please don't forget to hit that bell notification icon. And I just want to also say in closing again, I hope I don't lose subscribers. But if I do, or if you're thinking about unsubscribing from me, I just want to say thank you for the short period of time that you did stay subscribed. And if you, like I said again, if you change your mind, you're always welcome to resubscribe back again to me, whatever. I'd love to have you back. But some people, they may not like the content they put out, and maybe that's why they unsubscribe. But if you do, if you are thinking about it after you watch this video or any of the videos I have, you are planning to unsubscribe, thank you anyway. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me the opportunity to have you as a temporary subscriber. I just want to say thank you so much. I mean, I do appreciate you subscribing to me, and because at least I know one thing. At least people, by you subscribing, it acknowledges that people are seeing my videos. So if you do subscribe and then you change your mind, you want to unsubscribe, at least I know that I put out content that at least you watched my videos for that short period or brief time. But I just want to say again, thank you again to the new subscribers, and thank you to the subscribers or the people who plan to unsubscribe. Thank you again. But anyway, this is Rich Pasini signing off. I hope you like my videos. I hope you like my YouTube channel. I hope you like the story I shared with you. And if you have stories that you want to share with us or me or whatever, please don't hesitate. I'm always willing to answer the comments that you have. As long as they're nice comments, I will respond to you guys. So let's keep it real. Stick with your dreams and your passions. Don't give up. And if you do come into a situation where you're, like one of the Rothschilds said I remember watching a movie there really quick, the Rothschilds, I think it was the House of Rothschilds. I don't know movies like that there. An old movie, I don't know if it came out in the 30s. And they become very successful people, very wealthy people. I think they're in finance and banking, whatever. But in the story, I'll never forget that one part. Mr. Rothschild told his son, help those less fortunate than you. So that's what I'll leave you with. And the other thing my father used to always say, God rest his soul, another saying he had, is believe what you see and only half of what you hear. Thank you again so much for taking the time out to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Have a great day. Until next time, my name is Rich Pasini. Bye-bye.
The zebras is looking like